When I come home from school, the first thing I do is make coffee. An iced caramel latte, to be exact. And although it's a great source of caffeine and a tasty after-school treat, it served a much greater purpose in my life. Over time, I've mastered, or so I like to think, the art and science of making coffee to bring peace to this hectic and crazy journey called life. Coffee, among many other things, is my happy place. Now today, I want to talk to you all about the importance of finding your happy place. Not necessarily about being happy, per se, but finding the little things that make you say, you know what, this is really, really hard, but I'm gonna be okay. To that end, I'm gonna share a little bit more about who I am. Hi, my name is Singh, but I usually go by Niki. I'm a senior here at LFHS who is a tad too excited to go off to college. When I was younger, I struggled a lot with my self-esteem and had a very low level of confidence. Like many kids, I was afraid of failure. Being the eldest grandchild on my mom's side and the eldest sibling in my immediate family, I've always felt as though I was the one who had to pave the path and set the bar high for my siblings. Ultimately, this pressure I set upon myself to be the perfect child took a toll on my happiness and the way I viewed myself. Because if I could be perfect, then there'd be nothing for me to worry about, right? I'd be happy. From this mindset stemmed an obsession with being smart. Only smart people are happy because people love and respect smart people, I told myself. So, in the 5th grade, I made it my ultimate goal to be the smartest person in my grade. So, I dressed like the stereotypical geek, glasses and all, and willingly did other people's homework so they'd think I was smart. Yeah, I know. The thing is, I craved people's gasps when they saw me solve a difficult math problem. I was addicted to people's accolades about my intelligence. And yet, when I allegedly achieved my goal by getting good grades and compliments from my peers, my happiness was fickle. It was short and sweet, but fleeting. Because then I got to high school, and I ran into a bunch of other kids my age who were much smarter than me. Kids who were 100 times more talented, more accomplished, better looking than me. That's when I realized the real issue was that I lacked contentment in my life. Now, contentment and happiness are often interchangeable in everyday speech, but what I found is that they are drastically different. Contentment is satisfaction. It's being able to be unhappy and still be okay. Unfortunately, it was really hard for me to be okay, to be comfortable with myself. This manifested itself in many different ways. Over time, I developed an OCD disorder called trichotillomania, otherwise known as hair pulling, something I still struggle with today. I became isolated. It became harder and harder for me to make friends and lasting connections with those around me. And soon, I reached a level where I thought I would never find inner contentment. Because nothing I ever did was good enough for me. If I couldn't be perfect, then I was a failure. And because I couldn't find contentment, I thought I would never be happy. For me, happiness was like the CEO I could never please. It was like a mountain I could never climb. Happiness was something I thought I had to earn. The reason I couldn't be happy is because I told myself I couldn't be. I told myself only certain people deserve to be happy. Only the smartest, most accomplished, most beautiful, only they are allowed to be happy. And when I realized this was impossible to achieve, it was impossible for me to be happy. and cope with this level of unhappiness. That started to change when I focused on my happy place. My happy place consists of a lot of things. Like mentioned before, I'm a coffee addict. I curate my own coffee recipes to brighten up my day. However, I've also found my happy place through art, specifically through music and henna. Songwriting and doing henna have always been ways for me to authentically and unapologetically express myself and my emotions, both good and bad. After a bad day, I find myself getting lost in new chord progressions and henna designs. It's my way of escaping my happiness and my stress. Because whether I'm writing a new song or working on a new henna painting, I'm not trying to be someone or something anymore. I'm not trying to avoid failure. I'm able to detach from my responsibilities as a student, a daughter, a sister, a friend. I allow myself to be. And taking the time to find my happy place has significantly altered the way I view the world and myself. Using henna and music, I've helped run my nonprofit organization called OK to Be Me, which I founded back in 2015 as a means of raising awareness about bullying. However, as I've grown older and developed a greater understanding of what I want and who I am, what I stand for, OK to Be Me has been a nonprofit that raises awareness about a wide variety of issues, from mental health to gun violence to cancer awareness. Now, with OK to Be Me, I hope to spread this message of self-discovery and finding what makes you happy. Because it was only when I figured out that I'm not okay to be me, was when I finally was able to use what makes me happy to help others who were feeling the same way as I did. Now, I'm not here to tell you that you should always be happy, because frankly, life just doesn't work that way. It's unreasonable to love everything about yourself, because let's face it, we all have stuff we know we need to work on. I'm still struggling to be comfortable with myself. I'm on a journey to figuring out who I am and what I want. There are days where I absolutely hate the way I look. I'm insecure about a really bad grade. I feel unappreciated by my peers. However, I'm here to tell you that in finding your happiness, you can make it through those days where it's simply impossible to be happy. Maybe it's indulging in a fantastic book. Maybe it's curling your hair. Maybe it's watching a movie, taking a nap, making some coffee. Whatever it is, take a few moments in your day to find what brings you peace and reassure yourself that you deserve to be happy. You don't have to earn it. So, on that note, let me reintroduce myself. Hi, my name is Singh, but I usually go by Niki. I love coffee, music, and henna. I'm a girl who struggles a lot with herself, but knows that in the end, I'm gonna be okay. I'm a girl who finally found her happy place. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's been a rough morning. I'm gonna go grab some coffee. Thank you.
we stay the same. Moonlight, please don't give me another reason to cry. God knows I've shed too many tears at one time. God knows I'm only trying to survive.